What do we have here? Several broken jugs. Morag tries to reassemble a shard, but after a while he realizes it's a wasted effort and give up in frustration. Why are you doing this, Morag does? In a content you come across the content. In a corner, you come across the contents of one smashed jug, which Lady Gilbert has no trouble identifying as Jaruga roots. Guess the orcs didn't like the taste, she strains dryly. Oh, well, we'll take Jaruga roots. Pretty sure we can do some awesome stuff with it. Several broken jugs. There is one particular fight. We can do this later. Nothing's left in the content. On the lowest shelf there's a whole box of fish that hasn't even been touched. Seeming like the intruders didn't care for the taste. Fish. We have... oh, let's take the fish. It does encumber her. Does it encumber him? No. We don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need the fish. Fuck the fish. Fish can go fuck itself. In front of the intact cask of wine, two dead orcs are sprawled on the floor with an empty expression on their faces. The cask is empty. There's something to be said for moderation, says Elanarae, and examines the bodies without finding anything but a few copper pins. The wine casks have been smashed. It is impossible to tell whether it happened before or after the attack. The barrels are filled with water, fairly stale water at that. Do you want to drink it anyhow? Yes. We've definitely tasted better water than this, but it just does quench your thirst. Well, we have the water skin of everlasting water. We don't need stale water. Thank you very much. Ugh. The legs of a dwarf stick out from the water barrel. Presumably he drowned while the orcs were torturing him. Do you pull him out? Yes. Elanarae grabs the body's legs and pulls it out. The dead dwarf is horrid to look at. His face has been eaten away by small scavengers. Elanarae takes one look and starts to get ill. Elanarae's charisma is reduced by 1 point. Her strength is reduced by 2 points. Something has changed. On the second try, Elanarae manages to pull the dwarf clear and lays him on the floor. There you examine the body a bit closer. You're standing over the dwarven corpse and, gathering all your self-control, you examine it. Say, how come he drowned with his mouth closed? Morag notices all of a sudden. Could he be trying to hide something? With a look of utter disgust and a lot of effort, Alan Loco pries the dead dwarf's jaws open. Inside the mouth he finds a small key. That key must be extremely important if the dwarf was willing to give his life to protect it, muses Alden Loco. The more sensitive among you find decaying and partly eaten body of the dwarf too horrid to look at. They get visibly ill. Good. I got a key. I think the key is the one for the lock. The key has not been added to the keyring. Good. The ashes in the fireplace are cold. There can't have been any fire in here for days. A number of heavy cauldrons hang from the ceiling, all of them dark with school soot and quite empty. Do you want to sift through the ashes? Sure. Oh, me. Disgusted, Elanarae stops and looks down at his dirty clothes. Will you take a look at that? I could pass for an ogre like this, nothing at all to show for it. The charisma is reduced by 1 point. I have 3 charisma at the moment. I think that's like being a zombie. I think a zombie has more charisma than me at the moment. Can I use this water to clean myself? No. I thought there was some kind of water to clean myself. Anyways. We got the key, so let's go back to the chest. Let's see what's inside. Hold on, Elanarae says. That lock looks just like... With these words he pulls out the key and opens the lock. Just as I thought, he then says with obvious satisfaction. A cross banner. Well, that must have been... okay. Yes. It's strange. Oh well. I shall need this cross spanner somewhere. Oh, we go there later. First we should go and rest a bit. Elden Loco doesn't look so healthy. And neither do any of my characters. Yeah. Wait, nobody died. Whew. That orc fight was hard. Sheesh. Didn't expect him to be that troublesome. You want to enter the town? Yes. Let's see. Where is an inn? I need an inn. I could take an NPC with me, but honestly, I don't care. I don't need him. It's just lost experience. So let us eat and drink. Yep. The charisma is increased. Very nice. Let's sleep for 3 days. I feel better again. I'm still dirty, I guess, but nothing to write home about. We have some mana. Very good. We are full of health. Fine, we can take on the first level of the Dwarven Mines. And I think after the first level I was safe and end this part. And then I don't really have parts anymore. I should stop talking about parts, since I just record as long as I feel like and then say and I'm gone. Anyways. What? Oh. Random orc encounter? Great. Just what I need. God. Hey! Stop shooting arrows! It's unfair, only I'm allowed to do that. Why are you punching Elden Loco? Oh, don't tell me your weapon already broke. It's been what? 2 combats? That's why you always should have a backup weapon in your inventory. And he's shooting at me! What the fuck? Here, dance! Stop talking to me. Talk to the hand. Face ain't listening. Let us focus in one to get them. It doesn't make sense to spread your damage around, because as long as they have 1 hit point, they can do as much damage as they can do with full hit points. That's why always focus. Focus your damage and kill them off one by one. Elden Loco, of course, attacks someone else because he is just binding them to him, so they don't attack the weaker party members. And yeah, that's kinda my strategy throughout the game. I move over here. Perhaps I can take some fire off Morocdice. Not to mention, Queen of Headless couldn't shoot the veteran. Come on, you can do it. Yes. Wonderful. Please. Don't do anything. Let's focus on some of the orcs from Elden Local. Oh yes, that's my desk. I thought that you think, oh, what kind of strange noises are this? I think I can safely switch over to auto combat. Ah, he's shooting at Victorian robots. Let's get her out of the combat area. And after this, I should actually check out my weapons fast and use the whetstone to improve the quality of my weapons and, well, repair Elden Local's two-handed sword, because the dragon into the combat aggressively. Because the Dragon Slayer is kind of a piece of shit, if I remember right. I don't... Yes, I'm certain... I always mix this up. Dragon Slayer 4 to 9 damage, and the two-handed sword 6 to 16. I don't even know what this Dragon Slayer is. It's a huge pile of crap. Is it magical? Is it... does it do more damage against dragons? I don't know. So I want to enter the town. Kinda need to rest anyways. Didn't rest enough. Smithy. I want to repair something. This. Elanarae. 90% discount. Why don't you come back in about 6 hours? Very good. Can you sharpen my other weapons? Wonderful. What about... yeah, this is an orc. Good to know. Good. Let's eat, sleep, and talk to the lovely lady tomorrow. 24 hours and my charisma is again at maximum. It's kind of funny that sleeping one day really heals him for half, but doesn't do jack shit for her mana. Kinda want the weapon back, thank you. Good. Damage. Good. Good. Let's go back to the dwarven mine, and yes, I want to leave the city. And you will see why I made a beeline away from this other door. You will see why. Especially the problem is the problem with my party is that I'm very caster dependent. How many crossbow bolts do I have? Should have bought some crossbow bolts. Oh well, I will do some inventory management off screen after I cleared out the first level of the mine. Hope you can deal with it. So let's save. Don't want this to fuck up horribly. At the far end of the room, three ogres get up. Apparently they were taken awake while trying to bash in the metal door. Now they stand in front of you, hunched over because of the low ceiling, their warhammers at the ready. They hiss at you in a decidedly threatening manner. Okay, ogres. Lovely. A lovely bunch of ogres. Can I The war ogre is blinded. Can I... Let's try to evil eye them. Oh, you're responsible. I need to save my mana a bit. I will need it later. Great! Reinforcements. Domination, Evil Eye. Yes! Very good. This will help quite a bit. I didn't buy shurikens or something. Can I evil eye him too? Very nice. There. Pew! Ow! A beautiful face. Only the hammer remained. Lady Gilwyn, where the hell... When the hell can you attack again? Ah, there. Domination, Evil Eye. I guess stupid ogre doesn't have a lot of resistances against Evil Eye or something. I guess, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's like, well, fuck. Good. That went pretty smooth. I just don't know what happens to these ogres that are still light level. That are still dominated. Are they like, well, go home. The ogres did a sword job here. All the weapons and armor have been bashed to bits. Truly vicious piece of work. The ogres did quite a job here. All the arms and armor shattered. That is, wait a minute. They did overlook something. Queen of Headless noticed an intact and beautiful crafted war axe and pockets it. Why? Battle axe. Well, it's a nice backup weapon for the logo. Yes. So what is here? In some crates on the lower shelves, lumps of ore are waiting to be processed, and further up there are finished goods: swords, blades, spear points, and axe blades. In some crates on the lower shelves also you find throwing stars. Yay! Hello? Oh yes, because you cannot drop your staff. I guess that's why you can't move it in the screen. Well, throwing stars. Yes. Angrily, Elanarae, who is surely dirty by now, shouts, "Damn it to the halls of Bowen! I look like a Tobian charcoal burner with nothing to show for it." There must be something. Also, you find a Goupillon. Where did they... Wait a second. Ah, there's a place I haven't been. I'm missing something. Nothing too important, it's just a bit story, but... On the table lies an open book, listing the daily events in the Dwarven Mine. You went. Read. Came upon a statue in the northeast, in the middle of the rock, a statue totally surrounded by stone. Radomil sent us back immediately with orders to stop mining there. He told us to continue work in the south, where the rock contains more ore. Do you want to spend more time reading? Yes. After reading on for some hours, you would need days for the entire book, the story appears to be as follows. The dwarfs were led into these hills by the Duke Radomil. His followers were quite disappointed to find no real mountains here, and their mood darkened even further when they didn't find any large veins of ore, even after months of mining. Despite that, Radomil insisted they continue looking. When a tunnel in the southwest area of the mine caved in about a year ago, 7 dwarfs were buried under the rock. Since then the area has been given a wide berth, as their ghosts are said to haunt it. Every now and then since the cave-in, dwarfs have disappeared without a trace. It is thought they left the mine to seek their fortune somewhere else. After the statue in the rock had been found, the first news about the gathering orcs arrived. A certain Manwesh built a horde of orcs under his leadership that was superior to the dwarfs' number. First attacks could be stopped and the dwarfs started to fortify the mine entrances. The orcs tried in vain to break through. The book ends on an entry about the orcs and some ogres marching against the entrance. Interesting. Chest is open and empty. Hold on there, shouts Elanarae. The button inside is way too high. There's got to be a way to get this thing to open, calls Elanarae in anger, but he just can't find any opening mechanism. Then he starts hitting the chest until he's hurt by a splinter that sinks itself into his hands. Elanarae feels about inside the chest. The button is absolutely smooth. The compartment must be opened from the outside. Let's see. Elanarae slides his hands across the outside of the chest, then he lifts it up. Underneath he finds a small hook with a tiny needle right above it. Elanarae pulls at the hook with such an eagerness that he breaks it off, brutally scratching himself on the needle in the process. The chest's bottom gets stuck and cannot be opened, but serves to catch a stream of blood flowing from Elanarae's hands. The hook is broken and inside bottom it is stuck. Nothing to be done about it, I'm afraid. Why can't I just smash it open? I mean, take a hammer and hit it. Great, I never had this happen. I don't even know what's inside. I'm pretty sure it's just useless junk, but still, it's annoying. New Min 2. I'm loading Min 1, I just want to know what's inside this chest. Because if it's story related, I wanted to show it to you, and if it's just a bunch of crap, I will just load Min 2. Simple as that. By the power of loading, I have the power. Yes. What the fuck are you doing? Seriously? No, I'm poisoned. I never had such a... Let me get someone with a bit more dexterity. Who has the most dexterity? I do. Great. Dexterity is if you're good with finger stuff, right? And agility is if you are very bendable, movable, I don't know. Save. I want the contents of this chest, at least I want to know what's in it. I don't believe that. Okay, let's try Morak, guys, because he has the highest agility. Perhaps he's not as stubborn as myself. Morak, can you open this chest without destroying it? Okay. He has 20 splinters in his hands by now. That doesn't work out. I don't want him to die. Elden Loco! Ah. You are all idiots, every one of you. Finally! A wristband and tenobal bolts. I think the wristband is cost nothing. I have no idea what this is about. Okay, contents are useless. Let's load. But I think I'm also finished with this part. Huh. It's kind of the bad thing. I can't just decide when I want to stop. Kind of want to stop at certain segments. Oh well. Suddenly Queen of Heather stops and points at her side sword with some deep notches. Someone has worked this beam over with an axe, and that one up ahead as well, she adds. If you go any further, the whole ceiling is going to come down right on top of us, prophecies Queen of Atlas. Let's see how solid these beams really are. She grabs a beam and gives it a strong pull. When the beam breaks, the tunnel ahead of you collapses with a tremendous roar. Fortunately, you managed to step back in time. Only Queen of Headless, who pulled on his sword, caught a few scratches. Now we can't explore the cave anymore, complains Elanarae. Suddenly you discover a small crack halfway up, leading to the direction of the old tunnel. Do you try to go further there? Yes. One after another, with a bit of distance between each other, you try to cross through the opening. Yes, these stones fell down and left an opening big enough for us to crawl through. Holy hell, I would go insane in there. I hate... I wouldn't say... I don't know what the phobia is called in English, but I really... I don't have it. And this... If you don't like tight places or something, but... That's the end of the cave in, signals Elanarae and starts to climb down. Yelling loudly, a horde of orcs charges around the corner and blocks the passages. Wait. Check. Throw stuff at them. From here. Ninja Star! Action, Mage, whatever. What is that? Oh lovely, Elden Local protects her. Aww. Ow. I should actually start moving and attacking at the same time, since I have to get to the other area. That's why. Good. Let's shoot them. Don't attack me. I think we can do computer combat. Wonderful. Stretching. My arms. Oh, I can pick up the throne. No, I can't. Not everything. Oh well. Yes. Do you want to go downstairs? No. I will end this part. I have to remember that I will upload this and the second to last part at the same time. But still, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other soon. So take care and goodbye.